Have no fear, neat freaks everywhere! Boogerman is here!
Wow. By Interplay.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this exists.
A pick and flick adventure.
Welcome to Boogerman for the Sega Genesis, also available on the Super Nintendo, and it takes advantage of its namesake because it is a fucking disgusting son of a bitch.
I was gonna say, like, first of all, it's actually very well animated.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's the one thing I'll give it. Anyway, here's our plot. It's a dark and stormy night at Professor Stinkbomb's lab, where a machine has been built to save the world from pollution by trans-existing it to dimension excrement. Eccentric millionaire Snotty Ragsdales has taken a job at the lab to investigate its safety and find out exactly where the pollution is going. He has bad feelings about this latest contraption. This night, his suspicions will come true. And it is a very, very, very nasty truth.
Well, let's just do a little investigation here. Nothing's here. Nothing wrong is going on.
Wait, did they say that this guy is a millionaire?
Yes. And he's taking up the job of a
undercover.
janitor. Uh-oh.
Into the men's room.
And here he is.
Now we're ready.
Boogerman to the rescue! Into the common waste basket!
And to flatulent swamps.
So we're going into the excrement realm.
Oh, God! That tree is giving me nightmares.
Hey, kids. So,
Oh, God, they're everywhere, aren't
Would you
they?
like to hear a story about the Care Bears?
yeah, so, James, first off, before I get confused, what is this interface I'm looking at?
So yeah, Boogerman is a 2D platformer that was designed and published by Interplay. Your abilities go as followed. You can jump on enemies like any other platformer. You can literally flick your boogers and projectiles, and you can also cling onto these. God, I just love these animations. But other than that, he can also use his own flatulence to save the day.
By the
If
way,
you like-
what? Wasn't there a Kickstarter to try to get a remake of this going?
Yeah, there was, and unfortunately, it just it's sad to say, Boogerman, for as impressive as it is as a game, I mean, albeit how disgusting it is, it was way too obscure to really get a really big audience hyped up for it.
Not
Yeah,
gonna
which is
lie.
fair.
Not gonna lie. Oh God.
Yes, you saw that right.
Yeah, not going to lie. I'm just going to assume that this game was somewhat inspired by Ren and Stimpy.
I really would not put it past them, because I think this game came out just a few years after that came out.
So, I do remember that this guy had some appearance on. I think it was in Clay Fighter.
Clay Fighter 63 1/3. Yes, he was an unlockable character there, and he also shared guest appearances with Earthworm Jim.
63
Oh, yeah.
and a third. I
And
love that
Snot
name.
wasn't Snot a problem based upon him?
I believe so. Yeah. And actually, speaking of Earthworm
Oh.
Jim, we gotta get back. We gotta get around to that sooner or later.
Oh, yeah, we should. I could be. I don't think I'm that good at them though. If either you or someone else wants to try them.
I can definitely give it a shot. I've definitely beaten both games. It's just that the first
Okay.
one could take a bit of getting used to. But anyway,
So-
back to
Boogerman here!
Right. So what are the interface? What's in the upper left and upper right?
Well, before I get into that, we beat the level, and well, the plungers do have a purpose here.
Yay! Dang it!
Front.
Not enough.
Not enough plunges, stranger.
So if we
Oh, well.
so if we get enough, we get an extra life. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You know, Rayman could definitely use some of those plungers, but anyway, okay, so the gauge on the top left is how much snot you can let out. I mean, yeah, I'm literally saying that out loud.
Okay, so that's our ammo counter for.
That's our ammo for snot. The one on the right is ammo for our flatulence, or burping, farting, whatever. And yes, I am trying to keep a straight face here.
Do they refill after stages?
I want to say they do, but otherwise you can collect additional snot and collect these cans of B in order to fill up your flatulence gauge.
They're beans.
Yeah, there you go, cans of beans.
Nice.
Makes sense. Also, there's friendly fella, but
Nice.
there's also extensions to these abilities that you can grab. Like for example, careful, careful with that. If you get that I don't even know what that's supposed to be, but that increase that action. Oh, it powers up your snot to be straight up mucus, and it's a lot more powerful.
Oh,
Nice.
jeez.
Mucus mode.
Mucus,
But,
pretty much.
mucus
And also,
man.
I believe if you collect the chili pepper, not only can you belch out fire, but you can also literally fly with your farting. Imagine
Nice.
pretty much what Wari was able to do years.
Oh, we died.
fuck.
beforehand.
Yeah, what's our health indicator?
Our health indicator is our cape.
Okay.
If it's red, that means you have 2 hits left on you. If it's flashing, that means you got 3. And yellow is pretty much a 1 hit. At that point, you're a 1 hit point stinker.
Oh, so now we're 1 hit?
Yep, we're 1 hit now, so we do want to be careful. Otherwise, we will go the way of our Mexican dinner.
Wait,
Yeah.
what everybody
Oh.
what everybody to Saitama is one hit man.
Nice.
Or in this guy's case, 1 fart man.
Oh god.
Aw.
What fart?
Dun, dun, dun. So what is, are there, like, bosses and everything, too?
I don't know if there are exactly, because I actually never got too far in this game. This game can be pretty tricky.
I bet, from what I'm seeing.
And if you get a game over, then you will have to restart at the very start of a world that you were on.
Dang.
So
Well, at
you
least
do want to be extra careful about that. And that being said, I will say this game has a really good soundtrack.
Right, and again, the sprite animations are really nice.
Yeah, like this was back in the days when developers that were working on the Genesis were really putting their all into it. Like this game, Earthworm Jim, as I brought up before, among other things.
Right.
But unfortunately, yeah, this is like the only game Boogerman has to his name, and there was never a sequel, though he did make at least 1 or 2 other cameo appearances, again, for King 63, Clayfire 63 1/3, as well as the director's cut for the N64.
Right, I see this game kind of being like a cult classic kind of thing.
It kind of, again, it is, yeah, there you go.
There we go.
But anyway, yeah, this game sort of is a cult classic, but again, not quite big enough of a cult classic to really help fund the Kickstarter for the remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, all things considered, I wouldn't have mind seeing that myself. It's just that, well, there's just some cases where you gotta accept the fact that some games just aren't big enough to really uphold a sequel.
Yeah.
Which is probably we're never gonna get a one true sequel to Kid Clown.
Which is unfortunate.
Now, Earthworm Jim, on the other hand, stay tuned.
Groovy!
Away! Rats.
Hooray, jet propulsion!
Rocket Knight, eat your heart out. Like, I
mean-
guess I was gonna say, has Earthworm Jim been confirmed for something?
There have been reports that, actually, Doug TenNapel himself has said he did want to make a new Earthworm Jim sometime. It's just a matter of when would be the right time and if he can get the right crew on board.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just one of those cases where, as Silver would put it, I'm an optimist, but I'm also a realist. So who knows if that'll ever be a thing.
Of all things, like, that writing is just so honest.
And also, to be fair, another quote of Silver's that does explain it. It's no use.
Yeah, some things are just, unfortunately, are meant to stay down.
Thank God we have the likes of Quentin Flynn to not make him sound like a complete dork.
Yeah.
Like
You're
I
good.
do.
Oh, you're fine.
My Silver sucked, didn't it?
Oh, it was fine. Also, there's our checkpoints. They're outhouses.
Of course. It's kind of convenient they even have anything like that in this
Dimension
disgusting
excrement.
dimension.
Yeah.
Disgusto and mention.
Well, I'm glad that we've been able to get past the creepy-looking trees for now.
Oh
Nope.
yeah. Like
There's
once you see,
another.
honestly, once you see the first time, you just never go back.
Yeah. See?
No,
like, dude,
I haven't gotten used to them. I just ignoring them.
Uh-oh. You go
Wow.
all the way back to the beginning?
Yep. So that being said,
Jeez.
they're gracious enough to give you a password. And if you were to press start here, you can actually restart from the very beginning of the world.
Okay. Yeah, look at
What
these
it's worth.
animations. They're so cool.
Yeah, they're not bad. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that's
Is
it
that
for our look at
Pizza
on
Man or
Boogerman.
something?
I
Maybe.
have no idea. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for our look at on Boogerman, the Pick and Flick Adventure. Unfortunately, it never got a virtual console release in any shape or form, so you're gonna have to search for a physical copy or go with emulation, whichever you feel fancy with. With that said, I'm JamesmanXtreme.
I'm Lucky Jack 20!
And I'm out of here.
And here I go, back into the sewers of obscurity!
Till next time, everybody.
Bye bye.
I must go. My planet needs me.